Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Sunday service for April 21st of 2024. Today, we are celebrating my 20th year as being your spiritual leader. I've been coming to the center actually for over 25 years now. But at first, I was coming every 2 to 3 months and then gradually became once every month. And then in 2004, David asked me if I wanted to be the spiritual leader here, and I said yes. So officially, according to the Association of Unity Churches, as of April 17th, 2004, I was accepted as the official spiritual leader of this center. And personally, I can't believe that this much time has passed. I keep asking myself, where did the time go? When I first came, we began with only a few people coming, and then it grew, and then the pandemic hit, and we closed down for 3 months. But after that short period of time, I realized that there were people that were being left out of having a spiritual community, people who were alone, and this center was their spiritual family, but we weren't here for them. So I began to come back to do the Sunday services twice a month, even though we weren't supposed to do so. But you know what? I didn't care. You were more important to me than what the legalities were. But during that time, we kept our distance. We didn't have coffee time after service, but we were able to stay together as a spiritual community and as a spiritual family. And during that time, on the Sundays that I didn't come, we began our Sunday Zoom services that actually still continue today, so that we can have Sunday messages from people who live too far away to be here on a Sunday morning. And that way we can also reach those who would love to come, but who have either moved from the area or do not have a way to get here. And I mentioned this anniversary to some friends of mine in Grass Valley, and they said, wow, that's a commitment. So I looked up what commitment was. Commitment is the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause or activity, a pledge to follow a certain course of action, being bound emotionally or intellectually to a course of action, to another person or persons. When I think of all the people that have come and gone from our center over the past 20 years, I can say, yes, I was and am committed to this center and to its people. Bring the highest state of spiritual awareness that I can bring. Because as I grow, I bring that to you to help you grow. The statement being bound emotionally or intellectually to a course of action or to another person or persons actually made me chuckle. A few short weeks ago, I was coming over to Clear Lake and hit snow on the pass, close to the center. I wondered if I should just turn around and continue, and go back or continue on. But that thought came and went very quickly, actually. Here I am already 3/4 of the way there, might as well just keep going. And I was gifted with being behind a snowplow. So I made it, and I had to smile. Now that's commitment. The last time I was here, someone said to me, you really have made a commitment to this church. And they were referring to the fact that I drive from Grass Valley to Clear Lake twice a month. It's over 2 hours each way, almost 250 miles round trip. But that statement, being bound emotionally or intellectually to a course of action or to another person or person, I feel I'm bound to you emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually, because you are the ones that have helped me to grow. Without having to research topics to speak about, I wouldn't have reached into the depths of my being to really take a look at myself and where I was and am at any given moment in time. My commitment to you has been to share the truth of my being with you. And I can't share something that isn't true for me. My commitment was and always will be to find the truth within me, to experience that truth for myself. And then, and only then, after I have experienced it, would I share it with you. I didn't want my messages to you to be just the intellectual head stuff. I can read anything and share it with you. But if it wasn't a truth for me, then how could I share it from my heart with you? I couldn't. If I had not experienced it first, then I could not share it. But it's been all of you that have been the driving force for me to keep reaching deeper and deeper within myself to make Unity's spiritual principles a reality for me. When we say Unity's 5 principles, those principles are real to me. I have proved them in my life for me. They are as real to me as the center is real to me. And over these past couple of decades, I've been introduced to several different authors and books that have helped me in my spiritual growth. And my goal was to bring as many of those spiritual books that I could to your awareness, to assist you in your spiritual growth. As I went over some of the notes that I still have on some of these books, that we've read and shared over the past 20 years, some of the titles were The Universal Christ, Whatever Arises, Love That, Awakening Mystical Consciousness, and so many more from outside writers. We shared Charles Fillmore's books, The 12 Powers of Man, Prosperity, Dynamics for Living, Christian Healing, Keep It True, and the list goes on. And a couple of Myrtle Fillmore's books that I shared was How to Let God Heal You and Teach Us to Pray. Now, we have had several people come and hold workshops for us, classes, and, even more. We had the Brazilian healers come and do their powerful healing sessions here. And so many more things have happened in these past 20 years that I can't even remember them all. And before that, we had several other spiritual leaders holding the center together, that their energy is still with us at this time. Reverend David McNair still joins us on Zoom every so often to continue to share his insights with us. He was and is a very special person in my heart, as he was a wonderful guiding influence for me. Reverend Margaret Flick has shared her insight and beautiful energy with the center over the years. Peter DeLong not only shared his messages and music with us here in person at the center, but still continues to share his gifts with us on Zoom. There are so many people that have contributed to this center staying together for the past 40 or so years that we've been here, that I am only one of those. And without the others before me, this center would not have been here for me to come to be your spiritual leader. So my heartfelt thanks goes out to all of them and to all of you who have stayed with us to keep the center going. I have a wonderful board that really does most of the work for me. Tina and Barbara actually are the two that are holding this center together with all they do. Present and past other board members, Tom, Hank, Pax Scoo, Shannon and Ken, Mike and Linda, they've all been highly instrumental in the workings of this center. And without them, I could not do this. If it weren't for Joyce and Shannon, who keep this place beautiful with their working on the decorations, this place wouldn't be as welcoming as it is. Leos has been one to come so often and help out around the place. And talk about commitment. Bill has been bringing us music every chance he has for, gosh, I don't know how long. His sharing of his gift of music with us has been such a blessing to us all. So yes, I am committed to the center. From the depths of my heart, I want to help each and every one of you to welcome that part of you that is already connected to Source, so that it grows and takes over your life. With that connection, our lives expand for the greater good of all. But I am not the only one who is committed to the center. Each and every one of you also is that connected. and that committed. You come, you show up, you share your energy with the center, and it is that combined energy that keeps this center going. It's not only through my commitment to the center, but it's also your commitment to us that keeps us alive and growing. So this celebration today is not only about my commitment, it's also about yours. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for your commitment. And hopefully, with all of us joined together, Unity Clear Lake Center will be celebrating again in another 20 years. So God bless each and every one of you. And thank you all for your support for this center. Take care, God bless, and have a beautiful day.